Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we are going to go and see my friend Paddy, and I'm going to show you his Mk4 Golf. Now this isn't like any other Golf, this is a very special Golf. Now as I'm sure you'll know on the channel anyway, I am not really a Volkswagen Golf kind of girl. Like a Mk4 Golf is really not my kind of thing, but this one is right up my street. So let's just go over and meet Paddy and quickly show you around his car and get a little chat with him and see exactly what he's done with his car, and hopefully you will like it. So let's just go and see this Golf. So I've just arrived at Paddy's, and here's Paddy.
How's it going?
Here's his car. So just going to ask Paddy a few questions about his car and just get me walk around it and see what he's done to it.
Hi, I'm Paddy and this is my Mk4 Golf.
Hey, do you want to start off by telling us a bit about your car?
Yes, this is a Mk4 GTI 25th anniversary with a 1.8 turbo engine. It's fully forged, built, and the base shaved as much as possible.
What year is it, do you say?
It's 2002.
And what engine's in this wee car?
1.8 turbo.
What sort of speed does that give you?
It could be around 140 if you really wanted to send it.
And could you make it faster?
Yeah, you could do a bigger turbo setup. You could do pretty much anything to them. Very universal for modifying.
And I assume with the look you're going for, you're not really looking for high speeds?
Not really speeds as such, but fast enough if I need it.
As long as it looks cool, that's the main thing. And what about the interior? Your interior is very cool.
Interior is from VIP Motorsport over in England. They're Proram racing with GTI red tartan. Door cards were done by RX Design in Ballymena. They were stitched to match the seats after I got them. And then just the dash is covered in grey Alcantara.
And if I'm right, you did the Alcantara yourself on the dash?
Yeah, tried it myself.
I was having a look at it there, it's a very good job to be fair. Do you want to tell us a bit about these very unique floor mats, can we call them?
Yeah, floor mats, I ordered them from a company called Liquid Crew over in America, and they sent them over and cut them. They
are definitely unique, Paddy. And the car is on air suspension?
Yeah, it's on air suspension, 3P management, camber top mounts, and extra VAG camber kit from Russia, I believe, to add another -4 in the front.
It's a real mathematic equation here, trying to get the camber and get the wheel set up, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's hard running a 9.5 in the front and a 9.75 in the rear. It was hard to get them tucking, and I wanted lip to wing fitment, so it was a bit of work to get them to fit, but we got there in the end.
And they are a set of O.Z Futuras?
Yeah, 3-piece O.Z Futuras.
Have you went for a bigger brake setup?
They're the standard anniversary brakes, which are bigger than factory. I tried to fit, I ordered 6-pot Brembos, but couldn't fit them because I needed a 35mm spacer to run the Futuras, so ended up just staying standard with drilled and groove discs and EBC pads. Yeah.
They are very nice wheel. Very nice wheel. And the engine bay, now you went a little bit crazy with the engine bay. You went for a half bonnet here.
Yeah.
And you have changed the whole colour of your engine bay.
Yeah, it was sent away, paid a guy thousands to give me a shave bay, and me and Ryan went and picked it up, and it was horrendous. It had pinholes in the paint, everything was rusty, the block of the engine wasn't even painted, the subframe was rotten, just a load of mess work. I got it back 6 weeks before Dubshed, sent it to the guys that fully repainted the car. And then it was deciding the colour, and I was just going to go black again. And then Vicky herself said cream, and I hemmed and hawed, and I couldn't find a cream that I liked. And then I ended up seeing a Renault driving up the road, sent it to the body man, and that was the colour. A Renault Megane of some sort, and it's D16 ivory white. So that was the colour we ended up choosing.
Well, if I do say so myself, I think it was the best decision you could have made. I do think it really stands out. I think if it had been black, it would have been a bit too boring.
It would have had everything.
Yeah, it would have been a bit too much like it was. And it really is a good job. But the guy over in Scotland, he really made a mess of the car, didn't he?
Oh, the car was a mess. The wiring was shot. So I got it back 6 weeks before Dubshed. Ended up ripping everything out, stripped the engine down to bare bones, repainted everything, rebuilt everything. Got it back from paint, fitted the engine the week before Dubshed, got everything running again, and then took it to Dubshed last year and won top 40 with the car.
You did. I was looking at your prizes over there. You've got the top 40 one from Dubshed last year. We were two cool kids.
Yeah, two
coming
cool
home
kids.
with top 40 last year.
And then this winter again, I was still fixing work from the wiring loom, so I put a brand new loom in it and had to re-extend it all myself. Just taking away all the stuff that he done and really just ended up doing it myself.
You've done a lot of the work yourself to won the car. Like everything apart from the paint, basically you have fit it yourself.
Yeah, more or less. Everything was like, stuff was ordered from America, stuff was ordered from here. People were making custom bits for me to make it how I wanted it. So that was really it. It
has really turned into a really, really cool build. And I think anyone in Northern Ireland or even down in Ireland who have seen the car will know that it is such a really high quality of build. But just go have a look into your boot if that's okay. And you've done most of this boot build yourself. So you've just went for something quite simple at the minute.
Yeah, something slick. I didn't want to go too over the top as it didn't really fit the car as what I was going for.
Yeah. But you were just telling me that you're about to do some work on it yourself again.
Yeah, I'm going to end up doing hard lines and putting the manifold and stuff and sinking it into the floor, do a bit of lighting and stuff. So I'm going to brighten up the back of it a bit so there's more to look at around the back of the car.
Yeah, it is a really, really nice clean boot build, but like you say, something else would just add a wee bit extra to the car. And the back of the seats is really nice actually. That's the first time I've noticed that they are patterned at the back. And
yeah, it's like a fabric. It's like a fabric carbon fibre effect to them.
Yeah, it's very nice actually. And I just want to talk as well, Paddy, if I can shut this, about your Toyo tyres.
Yes. So when I bought this car 2 years ago, this is the spoiler that came on the car. He had Toyo tyres on it, and it also came with white Toyo tyre writing on the tyres, which then I decided to take off, but I still like the Toyo effect on the back spoiler, so I left it until I find another sticker that I like.
And do you have no idea what you're going to go for?
Not a clue.
None?
None.
Not a clue. Well, I do. I quite like the Toyo tyre, but I think you're right. I think it's time for a change.
It is. It's been there for 2 years now.
And just want to see here as well, your handle for social media is at Mk4_Paddy.
Yes.
If anyone's wanting to follow you, isn't that right?
Yeah, on everything.
So what about your past cars? What kind of cars have you had in the past? And have they been different from sort of the show aspect?
Before this car, I had a 2017 Golf R. And fast, fun, automatic DSG. It's fun
does the
to
work
drive.
for you?
I didn't really want to modify it, but I ended up doing silly stuff like just downpipes, and it just wasn't really me. So I sold it, went over to England and lifted this car.
And when you bought this car, I'm right in thinking it was only black and just had the spoiler.
Yes, when I bought it, it was black, needed a respray, had the spoiler, had a set of Rotiform LSRs. Full interior was standard anniversary interior. I ripped it all out and just done my own touches to it.
Yeah, I do think you've made your own stamp on it. I think at the start people were sort of like, oh, you just bought this car and that was just it, but it definitely isn't the case at all.
At the start it was a couple of people were questioning, you just bought a show car and didn't really do it yourself. And, I
don't think anybody can say that now, because honestly every part of this car has been changed. I think between you and Ryan last year getting ready for Dubshed, he's just went mental and changed everything he's possibly could in the space of time he's had.
Wanted to do as much as possible.
You've still got your Dubshed thing on the window, your little hanger.
Yeah.
Dubshed is the show that we aim for every year, isn't it?
It's the biggest show of the year.
And it gives us the biggest headache too, doesn't it?
A lot of late nights.
It really does. But like I said, you have come home last year and this year with a top 40.
Yeah.
Does that make it feel a bit worth it for you?
It does. It makes all the work that bit more special, that you have something to remember it by.
Yeah, and you've also won all these other shows as well. So you were at LZ Fest as well.
Yeah.
And you come home with a top 10, I believe.
Top 10 of LZ Fest.
And you come home with all these other ones as well. We're a bit disappointed Dubshed didn't give us stickers this year, aren't we?
I know, I was missing the 2024 Dubshed sticker.
We're going to have to get onto them and see if we can get one. But I think the car is really, really clean. If you didn't have the Mk4 Golf, what would you go for?
Probably go down the lines of a Jab.
Something Jab?
Yeah, definitely S15 or S13.
Oh, I know, but you couldn't buy one.
I know.
That's the worst bit. You couldn't buy anything at the minute. So why did you go for a shaved bay? What was the thing that appealed to you about a shaved bay?
To be fair, I just bought the car and I had no intention of doing anything really with it. Just it looked cool whenever I bought it, but then whenever I went over to see it, I bought it knowing that it needed a respray. So I got it booked in, painted, and then just kept going down the rabbit hole. And then once I seen Neil Chapman's Mk4 at Titanic Dubs last year, or the year before, I decided that's the next move for the car is to
shave the bay. It really is cool. It's one of the coolest cars that is definitely in the Northern Irish car scene, and if not, over in England as well. Speaking of over in England, are you planning to go overseas to car shows this year?
Yes, planning on going to Gravity.
Gravity?
Planning on going to Gravity.
You're going to drive?
Yes, that's the main objective.
Sure.
That's the main objective, is to get over to Gravity.
It really scares me driving the cars that far.
It does, but that's what they're built for.
That's what they're built for. So what is your favourite thing you've done to the Mk4?
Favourite thing would have to be the engine bay.
Yeah.
It's the biggest graft that we've done to colour coating the gearbox to match the bay, just everything. I love the engine bay. The engine bay is my favourite part.
Yeah, I think the engine bay is my favourite part too. I just think it really just adds to it as well. I think whenever you see it with the bonnet on, it's really cool, but as soon as you take the bonnet off, it's next level. Fun fact, the Mk4 and your other car as well, what was it, an A6?
Yeah.
Have
A6.
featured in some of the Ray's photo shoots.
Yeah,
and it was the A6 that actually got us to be pals. I didn't even know you back then.
I didn't know any of you either.
No, and you literally just let us use your quarry and use your car for the photo shoot. And now look at us, best buds.
Best buds.
Best buds. But yeah, thank you so much, Paddy, for letting us see around your car.
No
it is honestly one of the, I would say, best builds in Northern Ireland anyway, by far. And I think everyone else can agree. Getting top 40 at Dubshed is obviously an achievement that everyone aims for, and getting it 2 years in a row is really, really cool. But yeah, thank you so much for letting us see around your car and around your garage.
No problem at all.
Me home now, and I'm sure you can all agree with me that Paddy's car is unreal, and whether or not it's your cup of tea, can't deny the amount of work that has went into that car. There has been no expense spared on this build, and honestly Paddy has done such an amazing job on this car. I do genuinely believe that it is one of the best builds in Northern Ireland's car scene at the moment. But yes, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments below if you like this sort of content. I am trying something a bit different, and it's really a bit out of my comfort zone. I am trying to talk in front of other people, which is kind of hard, but yeah, me and Paddy have been good friends for a long time, so it does make it a little bit easier having the first person I'm doing a feature on being a close friend. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me grow my channel, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I will be doing more content like this and have so many more people lined up to do features on. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.